Moji Couture here, back with you with another video, and this time it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline order. This is, I believe, what is the best way to watch all of the MCU movies in timeline order that's not release date. First we have Captain America, the first Avenger, given the title, so of course it has to be first. Then Captain Marvel, due to the time setting and the year of the film that it's meant to be set in, even though it's got released after Infinity Wars and the end credits leads into Endgame. But the majority of the film is set after Captain America, the first Avenger, and before Iron Man, which kicked off the entire MCU movie back in 2008. Moving along, it's the second MCU movie that was officially made, and that's the Incredible Hulk. Even though most people don't consider part of it, I do. Then we've got Iron Man 2. 4. Avengers Assemble. Apart from Captain Marvel, that concludes phase 1, and I've got the original 6, which was shoujo, excluding Captain Marvel. In this, when it was released, Avengers Assemble back in 2012, 6 movie collection. Moving on, we will have phase 2, and kicking off that will be Iron Man 3. This is where it gets rid of most of his suits and just become, not really anymore after. Then the second Captain America film, The Winter Soldier. For the Dark World. And then jumping into the galaxy is Guardians of the Galaxy. The reason I set this after For the Dark World is because the after credit shows the Collector. And this is where, and then Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because the premise is only 6 months apart between the first film and the second film. And then we jump back to Earth with Avengers Age of Ultron. And then Ant-Man. This one was an interesting buy because I couldn't buy it. I had to pay a bit more money than the standard DVD because it had the stupid sleeve. So I had to pay more than what it was originally, because like £2 for a sleeve. This is set around the time premise of when Age of Ultron was happening. Then we have Captain America, the Civil War, and then Black Widow, considering that it's set after the Civil War, and you see a bit when she was a little girl, but I believe they should have done an origin story before the first Avengers film, I believe, to give her more of a build up, because even though it was good, it's a good standalone film, but I would like to see an origin for her. Then we have Black Panther. This is also continuing on from Civil War, and it's one of the best films in the MCU movies. Then we have Spider-Man Homecoming. The Spider-Man films are probably one of the funniest MCU movies. other MCU movies, good for a laugh. Then we have Doctor Strange, getting into Eve's origin, and then leading after the after credits into Thor Ragnarok, and then the Infinity War. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp. The reason being is that it's set around the same time that Avengers Infinity War is happening due to the after credit scene in Ant-Man and the Wasp. So make sure you watch this before you're moving on into the endgame. And to wrap up the Infinity Saga is Spider-Man Far From Home. Moving on to Phase 4, which is which started with Black Widow, but due to this is a timeline, not a release date order, it is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And we have a good story with the Mandarin, not the fake one that we got back in Iron Man 3. And the current DVD release for the MCU is Eternals. The current MCU film that is out is Spider-Man No Way Home. I had to say, for the Eternals DVD cover, it's a bit plain compared to all the other cover ones. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and it helped you get into the MCU and everything. This would be updated at the end of the year when the new lot of MCU movies comes out on DVD, and I plan to make it a yearly thing. Thanks for watching. Peace out.